Hello and welcome along to the Saxon Ring. Grey clouds hovering above. A wet track as well for the first time in MotoGP eSport history. This is going to be a belter. His championship leader Trastevere on pole for the first time in 2021 with rookie Ricardo Bottaro and Andrew ZH completing that front row.
Onto the second row then, it's a great qualifying for Joel Clay on the Aprilia. Lining up next to him, it's Jack Hammer, the young Brit. Watch out for him. He's been lightning fast at the starts of the Global Series round 1. And alongside, it's Williams Christian on the Suzuki.
Third row of the grid, Pierre Ricciuti, the man third in the championship, and keep an eye on this man, last year's world champion, currently tied at the top, down in 8th, his worst qualifying in recent memory with Dark Bright there in 9th. The final two spots, the two new men, Fuchs and Joel Clay. No, we've had him earlier on. It's Mr. TFTW, who, of course, unfortunately lost a little bit of connection during qualifying. Enough of that, though. Here we go. The lights are on, and they are off. We're underway here in the Saxon Ring, and it's Trastevere with a great start from pole position. Bottaro will challenge into the opening corner. Very tentative into there for the first time with these wet conditions offering a little bit of difficulty for these guys, but it's as we were off the grid. Trastevere from Bottaro.
Joel Clay's gone down.
Joel Clay has hit the deck. The 97, the new man, has
and
crashed
Adrian.
down. Oh, it's the championship leader, Adrian. He's down in 9th. Has he managed to recover? I think he has. Oh, disaster for the Repsol Honda man. Down in 9th, whereas his championship rival, Trastevere, is leading the race out front.
Incredible. So he's got it all to do then. The 2020 world champion Adrian down in 9th. He's got to come back through them once more. He did it last time. Can he do it again this time? But look at this. The man he's level on points with is leading this race. Trastevere, the two-time champ from 2018 and 2017. He's out front and he's got the perfect scenario to put some points in the bag over Adrian.
Yeah, this is exactly what Trastevere would have wanted. A first pole position of the year. He gets the whole shot and he's already getting into his rhythm and looking to stretch those guys behind. Fair play to Ricardo Bottaro, though. Remember, this guy is a rookie in his first Global Series, and I tell you what, he has adapted brilliantly. He sort of snuck under the radar during our opening two races of the year in Portimao and Mugello, but he is right in amongst it here, and look at this, he's going to challenge. Here comes the Pramac Racing man, pulls out. Oh, it's not close enough, is it? No way through. It remains as it was. A wider line there from Trastevere. Bottaro looks to squeeze through. No way through, stays as it is with Andrew ZH there as well. So, Jack, let's take a look at this. Keep an eye in the back of the picture, the Repsol Honda man.
Yeah, so Trastevere then, he's the one that gets the start. But as Jack says, look at the back. Around 6th or 7th position right now. Just tucks in. He's just behind Joel Clay. And I believe it was Jack Hammer as well. And there may be some contact, I'm not too sure. Oh, here we go, there's a better view. We might see it from here. Joel Clay there on the inside, who we know goes down.
Oh.
So he tags Jack Hammer. And I presume Adrian just got caught up in the melee of that. Look at that spray coming off the back. You do not want to be behind that. You won't be able to see anything where you're going.
No, that is a good point. That is for the first time in MotoGP eSport history. As we've said, the wet conditions. But the one thing that I'm sure these guys, well, I'm sure they will have considered, but will be just an added difficulty, is the spray. It's already difficult enough to follow and make sure you're hitting your own markers and keeping the concentration levels as high as possible. But having that as well surely will add to the difficulty, especially when it's a group pack as we normally see, with Pierre Ricciuti and Dark Bright, only what, 7/10 adrift down in 6 and 7. They will be getting a full face of spray. As it remains as it is, we come across the line to complete lap number 2 onto lap 3. Trastevere, the championship leader, still at the front, but Bottaro is looking
very wide. Might go wide there.
He's looking racy as Bottaro. He's going to go wide. A chance for Andrew ZH to squeeze through.
Is he going to lead? Yes, he does. So Andrew ZH doesn't just squeeze through, but I'll tell you what, Andrew ZH actually looks really comfortable at the moment. He's closed in on these top two guys, and I think he might just. Oh, I thought he was going to go for it. Tried to stab it up the inside, but Bottaro shuts the door on him once more.
He's the fastest man on track. You can see that red marker next to the number 11's name on the timing screen to the left-hand side of your picture there.
Oh, look at that.
And he is right on the rear wheel of his satellite counterpart here. It's Factory Ducati versus Pramac Ducati, the satellite bike. Bottaro versus Andrew ZH. And so far it's the rookie that's got the better of the former world champion, the 2019 king. Let's not forget, of course, we have 3 world champions in amongst our grid this year for the first time ever. And at the moment, it's the one that took the crown last year that's struggling the most. Adrian down in 9th. This could be a huge, huge twist in the 2021 title chase. But there's plenty of laps to go, and Trastevere is under all kinds of pressure here. Bataro, he's got to have a look soon. I think he's going to try and have a look up the inside into the opening corner. He's as close as he's been. Maybe didn't get the perfect drive there out the final corner. Here he comes out. He's going to have a look, surely.
Yeah, I think at the moment, Jack, it just seems as though Trastevere is the cork in that bottle. Vicaro, as you do say, goes wide again. Andrew ZH might have a cheeky look up the inside, but no, not this time around. Can't make it stick again. But yep, Trastevere definitely the cork in the bottle, and they're all queuing up behind him. What's that? What's the gaps? If we add them up, it's about 1.4 back to Jackhammer, and then Piero Ricciuti is only another 4 tenths behind Jackhammer. So these top 6, they're in one long train. We've got a 12-wheeler out front, folks. I'll tell you what though, I've just spotted that Adrian 26 set the fastest lap of the race on that last lap round, so he's closing in on Fuchs, trying to go for 8th place.
It's all about damage limitation for Adrian now. If you can pick up a couple of points, you just don't know how important and vital they will be come the end of the season. Meanwhile, still Trastevere out front as there goes Andrew ZH, does it? Oh, that was close there. That is a brave place to try and make a move. He's now going to get it on the inside as well. Oh, there's contact between the pair, but Bataro slams the door shut. No way through for Andrew ZH. I think that's a sign of frustration building as Trastevere goes wide. A mistake from the former champion, and Bataro hits the front. Bataro leads a Global Series race for the first time in his career, and is it a Ducati 1-2? The 2019 champion and the 2-time champ are side by side here. Trastevere has got the inside line. He's also going to look for a move up the lead. We're nearly 3 abreast here into the opening corner.
Oh,
and out of nowhere comes Williams Christian.
Unbelievable.
Goodness gracious me. We've not seen racing like this for a long time as Christian rolls around the outside and takes second. Jackhammer in
and he's trying to take out Trastevere.
Oh, goodness gracious me. The Suzuki man goes down and he takes out the championship leader. I don't believe it.
Unbelievable. So 8th and 9th now, Adrian and Trastevere. And would you believe it? From 1st to 9th, that is absolute turnaround of fortunes for Trastevere, the 2-time world champion, just when it was looking like he could really cement his claim to this World Championship Global Series. It has all gone awry. Incredible scene.
Well, it all went wrong for him at the penultimate corner, the Saxon curve. He made a mistake there, outbraked himself, ran wide, allowed Bataro to squeeze through, which then gave Andrew ZH a sniff. Here we go, this is into the opening corner. Williams Christian comes from nowhere, squeezes through on the inside of Andrew ZH, then on the cutback, looks to roll around the outside. It's a brilliant move, but then what happens? No! Oh, he's on the curb, the rear end lets go, and Trastevere has nowhere to go. Look at that. He's so unlucky as Trastevere because Andrew ZH is on the inside, which forces him into the path of the Suzuki. Of course, Andrew ZH not doing that on purpose. That's just a racing incident. But goodness gracious me, that could be one of the moments of the season. We will look back on that, and that could decide the championship, because look at the points difference now. Adrian, from having crashed out early himself, is now actually going to take the lead of the championship. He's gaining points on Trastevere.
Yeah, it certainly is, as you say, Jack. That will be one of the biggest moments of this 2021 Global Series, without doubt. Trastevere then is going to dive on the inside on Fuchs, moves the Brazilian out of the way. He's not mucking around now. Here we go. He's going to go after Darkbright next on the Tech 3 KTM. Darkbright doing a sterling job, to be fair to him, hanging in there with Adrian, who's charging through the field. But it seems as though Trastevere's got the bit between his teeth now, and he wants to get back in front of that number 26.
Here we go, we could have a change for the lead though. Andrew ZH, he's going to look to go up the inside, and he gets it done. Andrew ZH hits the front and leads here at the Saxon Ring. A brilliant, brilliant move.
Watch Ricardo here, though. He's going to get the drive down the waterfall through turn 11. Brilliant stuff. Is he going to hang it around the outside? Clean his nose off. Yes, he does. Brilliant stuff from the rookie. Riding like a seasoned veteran here. Look at that. Absolute deadpan, the pair of them. Focused in entirely. Andrew ZH, though, he might look back at the final turn. No, he doesn't. He's going to go wide. Get it stood up. Fire it out and see if he can get him into turn one. Look at that. He's got the drive, Jack.
Here he comes. It's going to be a change of the lead once more. He's going to have to go the long way around though. Ricardo Bataro goes defensive, hooks the inside line. Side by side they are, and Bataro is brave on the brakes, forcing Andrew ZH to go the long way around. Can he hang it out there? He's going to have the inside line here, but no way through. Bataro slams the door shut. What a race this is. We've not seen a fight at the front like this for a very long time.
No,
and I tell you what, we can't discount Jack Hammer as well. He's in the back of the picture there, hanging on to the rear wheel of Andrew ZH. He's rubbing his hands together saying, come on, guys.
He certainly is. Yeah.
Let's go at it. I'm more than happy to pick up the pieces here.
So the stealthy Brit then, he's looking at not just the debut podium, but maybe a debut win. Here we go then, Trastavere. That's him diving under dark right, so we said it wouldn't take him too long to get through into 7th place, and that is exactly what he's done. He's got 0.8 now, 0.8 of a gap to close in on Adrian, but Adrian looks as though he's been the fastest on track for the last few laps in a row. Here we go, could be carbon copy manoeuvre. Oh, not quite. Is he going to put it through on the curve? Doesn't seem he's done it. So Riccardo Bottaro holds on down into turn 12, but what have we got now? 3 laps coming across the line this time. Riccardo Bottaro staring down the barrel of a maiden victory, sorry.
Old Andrew ZH, he does have the speed as they go through that middle sector there, when it's all about building speed. When they're on the side of the tyre, he's able to close right in on the rear wheel, and he's got a good jump out of the final corner. This is a great chance for him to hit the front. But again, Bottaro is so strong on the brakes, and he gets it stopped every time as well. He might not be able to carry the speed through those fast and flowing corners as we get out of this opening sector here and we go onto the back part of the circuit. But I tell you what, you're going to have to be some late breaker to be able to do him into either the Saxon curve, turn 13, the penultimate corner, or into turn 1 as well. And the main thing for Bottaro and for Andrew ZH, more importantly, his time is running out as the brothers go side by side. Williams Christian and Adrian, now rivals, of course. They were teammates in years gone by, but now one on the Suzuki and one on the Repsol Honda. There's certainly going to be no quarter given there as we're into this final sector here with Andrew ZH again right on the rear wheel of his satellite counterpart, but no way through. Again, Bottaro defending quite brilliantly.
Yeah, he is, and this will be the time where you've really got to start being smooth, hitting your marks, making sure you're getting into the corner nice and early, carrying the corner speed, because I'm sure those tyres will be screaming for mercy. The temperatures will be through the roof as we get to this point in the race.
A bit wide.
Oh, is he going to get the drive on him again? No, it actually seems that Ricciardo has got the better drive this time. What will Andrew ZH do? Will he cut to the inside? I doubt it. It looks as though he's just held there on the outside. Both of them absolutely backing it into turn 1. Sensational stuff over the crest down there. And look at that, gone wide again. That's just helped Jack Hammer to come back into the fray as well.
Yeah, Bottaro doing a brilliant job at the moment. 2 laps to go. You've been guaranteed the heartbeat. He's going up every lap that ticks by. Only 2 left, and victory will be Riccardo Bottaro's in his rookie year for the first time in his career. But Andrew ZH is a seasoned veteran, a world champion, of course. He's got a number of race victories to his name, and he's looking for one more. He knows that victory here would be vital. He goes at the second attempt there. We got his front wheel in there, pushed him a little bit wide, and then was able to squeeze through. Is that the move? Has Bottaro got an answer here? We'll have to find out shortly. He responded immediately last time, which was absolutely vital. Can he do it this time around? I tell you what, Andrew ZH has already put a couple of bike lanes between them here. Bottaro needs to act now. He has to look for a move up the inside. He's not close enough though. He's closing in. Oh, is he going to run wide? No, somehow he gets it stopped again. This is going to go right down to the wire, Jack. 1 lap to go momentarily, and it's the 2 Ducatis that are going to go toe-to-toe right to the wire.
Yep, certainly seems that way. So then, final lap. The pin has been pulled, and it looks as though the factory Ducati grenade is about to go off. Andrew ZH going for his first win of the season. Look at that in the background. I tell you what, Jack Hammer, here he comes. It's going to force him wide. Can he do it? Oh, not quite. Just gets his nose wiped. Riccardo Bottaro then, from battling for the win, it looks like he's barely going to hang on to second place. Look at this, great move. Scares him more than anything, Jack. Just sticks it in there, a place where you really wouldn't expect Andrew ZH to come barging through.
Yeah, he knew that he couldn't turn in any further. He had to leave the door open after Andrew ZH got that front wheel in. And he had to give way in the end on the final lap here. Half a lap remaining, and so far so good for Andrew ZH. 4/10 the gap between them. He looks as though he's got this one sewn up. I think Riccardo Bottaro is more worried about this man behind than he is the man in front, because the 67 of Jack Hammer is swarming all over the rear of the Pramac Ducati. Has he got anything in the locker? Can he find something in this final sector to take a career best second place finish? Here we go then, down the waterfall for the final time. Andrew ZH leading the way. He looks as though he's got this one sewn up. Only a mistake will throw it away now. Pataro hard on the brakes once more. He runs wide though, but so does Jackhammer. I think that's it. There's nobody behind to be able to pick up the pieces. Into the final corner we go. And after 2 pole positions to start the year, but only 1 podium to his name, at last, Andrew ZH, he's back on top. Victory at the Saxon Ring, with Ricardo Pataro stealing second. I think it was ahead of Jackhammer. It was tight in the end, but although it says Jackhammer there, I'm sure that it was Pataro that just edged in front of the KTM man. Yeah, there we go. It's been rectified on your timing screens. Second for Pataro, third for Jackhammer. The championship leader, Adrian, takes 5th, with Trastevere, fastest lap of the race, recovering brilliantly to take 6th. Well, what a race that was. Let's go catch up with our podium finishers.